attempt to talk you through how to remove a hard drive from a computer for the purposes of saving your data. This particular machine, the Gateway E-Series, has suffered the gross misfortune of receiving a lightning strike. I've already done my preliminary troubleshooting and determined that the motherboard did take the brunt of the blow, and the hard drive should be okay. So at this time I'll remove the hard drive and place it into a hard drive enclosure for purposes of connecting it to a known good computer and removing the data from the hard drive and putting it on and copying it to a DVD so that the user can place it on his new computer. Okay, with the E-Series, the first thing you would do is remove the front cover. Actually remove the top cover, like so. Some of these older ones can be like a different. Then you remove the front cover, like so. Then the drive carriage, which holds holds CD drive, the floppy drive, and the hard drive, should swing up and out like this. To make things more accessible, you disconnect the power cable from the floppy drive and the CD drive. Looks like some other technician has tried to do some work on this machine and did not put it back together properly. That is a definite no-no. Okay, after this, disconnect the data cable from the CD drive. You disconnect the data cables and the power cable from the hard drive. And with this particular machine, it should swing up like this and remove some of these can be rather temperamental, so have patience. Patience is a virtue in this case. What you may have to do is locate a screwdriver, push it out on the tab like so, where the hard drive will free itself. Some of them may take a little bit more influence than others. Anyway, after a little influence, there we have the hard drive. And since we know that this is no good, we'll slide this off to the side. And this is the hard drive enclosure that I will be using. It's pretty much a universal hard drive enclosure. It takes parallel and SATA ATA drives. It's rather simple to remove. All you need is Phillips screwdriver. Remove the screws from the bottom. And the top. Apologize, this is wrong. With some of your removal, some of your hard drive enclosures, the carriage will be on the front end and the others will be on the back end. I actually have two types of enclosures that I use. And this is the carriage that I was seeing. Notice it has an ATA connection and a power connection. Okay, with this one, we're gonna need an adapter because the power connection will work, but the ATA connection will not. So we'll go back over to locate the data connection. This being the power connection. And in this case, yeah, this is a parallel, actually, SATA data cable that I'm going to attempt to make work with the parallel connection. In this case, we're going to need an adapter excuse me, to adapt from this type of connection to that. And you can generally pick these up at any computer store, Best Buy, or Office Max, or Radio Shack. And we will attempt to locate the adapter, and we will be back with you with the next part of this procedure. Okay, we're back. During the fitment for this particular hard drive, I discovered that this cable does not fit into the hard drive because it's a different connection. So I went to my vehicle and pulled my other adapter out. This is a multi-purpose adapter. It'll go to SATA NIDE 5 1/4 and 3 1/2 drives. It has this part here, which is the electrical and data, and this part here, which is a shock enclosure, to make sure that the drive is not jostled while the data is being transferred. Okay, the first step I will do is take the hard drive and put it in the shock cover, or anti-shock cover, to be a more appropriate term. Secondly, I'll take the data cable and plug it in to this connection here. Like so. Fits like so. Then I take this end of the data cable and plug it into my USB adapter because it has the ATA on this the SATA ATA on this side and USB on this end. After that, I take my power connection and I connect it to the appropriate power outlet, which is right here. It fits in here, like so. And from there, I would take it to a known good computer, connect this USB connection to a USB port, connect the power to a power outlet, turn on the adapter, and then this drive will show up on the no good computer as an additional drive. From there I can extract the data onto a CD or DVD drive. CD or DVD, whichever will accommodate it, and I can deliver the data to the customer in order to be placed on his newer computer.